that Chris started with me from the bottom, man. I mean, I'm literally from the bottom. In like '07, '08, we riding around Capitol Heights, District Heights, Southeast, Northeast, looking for houses every Saturday. Like, we had a meeting spot. I had a list of houses. We jump in the whip and we ride. We go get lunch. Then we ride till it's dark. I mean, whether it's, a house full of crackheads or not, we was getting it in, you know what I mean? And so it was cool to see Chris, he always supports, but he came on Thursday, and he also coaches a lot of people at the national level. So for him to come out and see the growth of us over that now 11, 12-year period, I was happy that, Reggie's not here, but I'm happy that the fact that you could come fill in and we could talk about the importance of learning, coaching, mentoring, doing the joint ventures, and meeting with people who really don't have that time. Because you and I have a similar background in IT. You know what it's like to try to transition from a 9 to 5 and then to doing this business. But when you have good people around you that you can work with, you don't really need to quit your job. Like that's something that everybody says, well, I'm gonna quit my job. But for what? Like that, if you're making $100K plus, you need to keep it. Right. You need to keep it. And but what you can do is by having the people like us and like you in this area to come together and do the business. I can handle some of it, and you can handle some of it. So let's talk about that, especially with a lot of people that were there that you coach, like people that I may mentor now that you've been coaching for years. How did that synergy come together, and what's your advice to them on how to move forward when they think, man, I just got to get out of this job? Because that's what they're taught. Let me get out of this job. Fire my boss, and let me just go hard flipping houses. Let me just go hard wholesaling houses, but never thought about between the time that I quit and the time I fired my boss and the time I flipped my first house, where am I gonna get some money? So you tell me what it's like, bro.
So I give you I'm going to the mentorship piece. A great example is one of the investors, Cornell Adams. Shout out to Cornell Adams, who was talking to Marcus, and as he was talking, and I heard him say his name back and forth. And it was just great. I had never met him, but I had, really talked to him over the phone, gave some guidance.
You never met him in person?
Never met him in person.
Right.
But I was like, you definitely need to, catch up with Marcus, and, and he'll give you, just the proper guidance on, what's going on in a particular property, get you right with the rehab. So long story short, Cornell brought a deal to Marcus, and Marcus was like, yo, you need to get that. Don't waste no time. Just go ahead and go after it. And let me jump in there real quick, because I want to position this for people, because this is another thing I often talk about with family and my influence on people outside of my family. When it comes to this business, you need to do what I tell you. Like, and it's not, I'm not bragging. It's because I've tried all that other stuff. I've already tried all that. I've tried that. None of that's everything you're talking about is not going to work. And Cornell called me on a Sunday, just left church, said he's got this deal. I said, no, I'm sorry. On a Saturday, I just so happened to be in the office. I said, look, come to the office. I can put a contract together for you, and you can go present it. And he's like, well, here's what they think. I said, you know what? Don't even come to the office. Go to the house, make them an offer. If you need a contract, it'll be in your email. You can go print it out. You can print it out at home and go back. Then he ended up doing that deal. Now, somebody else would say, well, why do I need to be that aggressive? Because guess what? When that person gets to church on Sunday and talks to somebody else is going to get that deal, because they are looking to sell. So, and that's the goal. You want to find motivated sellers in this, but that is the key to real estate investing in any market, is finding a motivated seller. So Cornell called me basically and said, I got a motivated seller. What do I do? And then we went from there. So I just had to jump in and say that. So go ahead, you guys. Absolutely. Even though he's retired military,
yes, sir,
he was able to jump on that deal. Then he, did a quick conversation with Marcus about, doing a renovation. And he said, look, you need to go back and, up that offer a little bit so you can get some money out, get your contractor moving. So there's some specifics and some techniques, to put the deal together to get things going, get them smooth. Take that to somebody that's working 9 to 5 and working with DC Invest.
your mind is focused on what you got to do, your tasks, your projects at work, 9 to 5, your boss is riding, your supervisor, your team, they expect you to deliver. So you can't just jump off and get on the phone and make sure a contractor doing what they got to do. That's where DC Invest come in. They manage the project, make sure that the contractor's showing up doing.
We manage it. Because I ain't doing all that work, though. You got to do that part. But go ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's a team effort to make sure that that project is moving forward, and that's the key with connecting with DC Invest.
Hey man, I couldn't have said it any better.
Monday I grind, Tuesday I grind, Wednesday I